Welcome to the online lecture series of turbo machines. Here is Professor Lakshman Mane. This is lecture on steam turbines part 4, that is numerical on impulse steam turbines. I acknowledge my sincere thanks to the following authors and courtesy for being used these concepts to make this video session. In this session, you will be able to solve numerical on impulse steam turbine, and you will also be able to explain how to use Muller diagram. Let us summarize formula of impulse steam turbine. So from the theory we have seen tangential force formula, power of impulse steam turbine, axial thrust on bearing. This is a relation required to find blade height, blade efficiency, stage efficiency, nozzle efficiency, and relation between stage efficiency, nozzle efficiency and blade efficiency. Then this is a blade speed formula, speed ratio, blade velocity coefficient, that is the relation between relative velocities at inlet outlet, and ratio of cos phi to cos theta. So first take numerical 1, a simple turbine. The nozzles are inclined 20 degrees to the direction of moving blades. The steam leaves the nozzle at 375 meter per second and blade speed is 165 meter per second. Find suitable inlet and outlet angles such that axial thrust is 0. The relative velocity of steam as it flows over the blade is reduced by 15% due to friction. Also find power developed if mass flow rate is 10 kg per second. So enlisting the data: alpha angle, absolute velocity at inlet, blade velocity, axial thrust, relation for relative velocities, mass flow rate, and assumption with flow velocities. So first of all, from inlet velocity triangle we can obtain value of VW and VF1. Then by using tan theta ratio, VF1 upon VW1 minus U1, putting the values over, we can find value of theta, that is inlet vane angle. Then we can use relation VR1 sin theta is equal to VF1. So from this we can find VR1. As we know relation between VR2 and VR1, we can find VR2 value. Then by putting the values of VR2 and VF2 at outlet velocity triangle in sin phi ratio, we get value of phi, that is outlet vane angle. Then by using tan phi ratio at outlet velocity triangle, we can find value of VW2. This value we use to find the power. So VW1, VW2 and U are known, m dot is given. So we calculate power in watt, convert that into kilowatt. Numerical 2. In this numerical, impulse turbine diameter is given, speed is given, nozzle angle, ratio of blade speed to steam speed, then ratio of relative velocities, relation between outlet blade angle and inlet blade angle is given, that is 3 degree less. Steam flow rate is given. Find tangential thrust, axial thrust and power. So first of all, enlist the data: speed, diameter, angle alpha, relation phi is equal to theta minus 3, ratio of relative velocities, speed ratio and mass flow rate. So start with blade velocity, that is U is equal to pi d n by 60. We can find u. This we use to find value of v1 because speed ratio is given. So as we get v1 by using inlet velocity triangle, we can find vw1 and vf1. Then after we can use tan ratio. In that, putting the values, we get value of theta. Then we know relation between phi and theta, so from that we find value of phi. By using sin theta ratio, that is v1 upon vr1, we get value of relative velocity at inlet. Then relative velocity at outlet we can find by using value of k, which is given to us. vr2 we know. Then using outlet velocity triangle, we can have here cos phi is equal to relation. In that, putting the value, we get vw2 value. Then tangential force formula, putting the values, we get answer. Then outlet velocity triangle vf2 we can find by using sin phi formula. After that, axial thrust we can find by using the formula m dot into vf1 minus vf2. As we get axial thrust and we know tangential force, so we are asked to find resultant force. So resultant force can be obtained by using Pythagoras theorem. Then power and efficiency, blade efficiency, we can obtain by using the respective formulae. Numerical 3, steam issues from the nozzle of an impulse steam turbine with velocity 1200 meters per second. Nozzle angle is given, main blade speed is given. Inlet outlet angles of the moving blades are equal, means theta and phi is same. Mass flow rate of steam is given in kilogram per hour. Find blade angles, tangential force, power and blade efficiency. Assume value of k. So first of all, enlist the data alpha, v1, u, k. Then convert m dot from kg per hour to kg per second. So divided by 3600. Relation theta and phi is given, same angle. So first of all, we will use inlet velocity triangle. So as usual, we can get value of vw1 and vf1. Then after using tan theta formula, putting the values over here, we find theta and phi value because both are same. Then we can obtain value of relative velocity. For that we use sin theta formula. Then vr2 we find by using the relation vr2 and vr1 k. So k is known, so vr2 we got. After that, outlet velocity triangle we will use, and we can use cos phi relation. In that, vw2 already we have to calculate, u2 and vr2 we have calculated. So putting that these two values, we get vw2. This we use to find tangential force on impulse turbine in Newton. After that, power, we can use formula tangential force into velocity, blade velocity, in watt. Blade efficiency can be obtained by using formula either in the form of kinetic energy or this. So here already we have calculated power, that's why we can use this left side formula because m dot and v1 square are calculated. So we get blade efficiency. Fourth, numerical, in that steam is supplied at 4 bar and at a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius. It is exhausted at condenser pressure of 0.15 bar at the rate of 60 kg per minute. The blade speed is 250 meters per second. Nozzles are inclined at 20 degree. Blade angle at exit of moving blade is 30 degree. Neglecting friction, we are asked to calculate steam jet velocity, power, blade efficiency and stage efficiency. Now This numerical is different than the previous numerical because here the data is given as a pressure and temperatures. So first of all, enlisting the values: pressure at inlet, temperature at inlet, pressure at outlet, mass flow rate kg per minute is given 60, that we can find in kilogram per second. Blade velocity alpha, phi angle, VR1 and VR2 are same because no friction loss is given, and nozzle efficiency. So here we have to use Mollier diagram and steam table. So here expansion is from 4 bar to 4 bar and 160 degree Celsius steam to 0.15 bar. So we can have here this pressure column, this is temperature column, this is enthalpy column. In pressure column, inlet and outlet pressure are known. In temperature column, inlet temperature is known. So at outlet temperature we can find from the steam table corresponding value of pressure in degree Celsius. And enthalpies we don't know. So this enthalpy we can find from the Mollier diagram. So for that we have to study what is Mollier diagram. So Mollier diagram is a representation of various steam properties. So here is the x-axis specific entropy and y-axis is enthalpy. Inside this these are the various lines. So we will see, for better understanding we will have next slide. So use of Mollier diagram, in that first we can have this vertical axis, on that specific enthalpy H, horizontal axis that is specific entropy S, kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Then this is a saturation line, and these other are moisture lines. Then these are the constant pressure lines, these are the constant temperature lines. Then as we are given pressure at inlet and outlet and temperature at inlet, so we can now plot the inlet outlet condition. How we will see, we are given pressure 4 bar. So this is a suppose 4 bar pressure line, and temperature 160 degree Celsius. So this is a 160 degree line. So where this pressure and temperature line meet, this is a point number 1. Now this is a pressure line of expansion, that is 0.15 bar. Now from point number 1 we can draw line, that is isentropic line, which is constant entropy line. It will meet to this pressure line of a P2. There we can have point number 2. So in this way we can find these 2 points. After that, from point number 1, projecting this on enthalpy scale, we can obtain H1 value, so that we get 2740 kilojoule per kg. Similarly, from point number 2, projecting on enthalpy scale, we can find value of H2, that is 2530 kilojoule per kg. After that we can find enthalpy difference, which is required in solving the numerical. So this is what about use of Mollier diagram. Now from the Mollier diagram already we obtained the value of the enthalpies. Then nozzle efficiency formula is V1 square by 2 bracket H1 minus H2. Here nozzle efficiency 90% is given, enthalpy values already we have calculated. So from this formula we can find absolute velocity at inlet. This absolute velocity we use to find from inlet velocity triangle value of whirl velocity and flow velocity. So respective formulae already we know. So we get values of VW and VW1 and VF1. Then after use tan theta ratio and get the value of theta, that is inlet vane angle. Then use the sin theta ratio formula. From this we can find value of relative velocity. Now in this numerical, relative velocity at inlet outlet are same. Now we will use outlet velocity triangle, in that writing the formula cos phi. From this formula we get value of VW2. Then power formula we use here, VW1 and VW2 and U we have calculated. M dot is given in the data, so putting the values over we can find power in watt. Then stage efficiency is as it is having formula VW1 plus VW2 into U divided by enthalpy difference. So already we have calculated enthalpy difference. Putting these values over here we get stage efficiency. So at the end of this session you can solve numerical on impulse steam turbine, and you can explain how to use Muller diagram. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you.